New home builders in New Braunfels are in deep so much that now they're saying to buyers, hey, let's make a deal.
As long as it's not, taking us out of our margins, I'll submit any offer you want to submit.
That's such a big shift from when we first brought you this video just a few weeks ago on the housing market shift in New Braunfels. Now, today, we're talking about how you can snag a deal in New Braunfels. If you guys are new here to my channel, thank you so much for hopping on, because every week we're trying to bring you relevant content about what it's like to live in New Braunfels. The New Braunfels housing market, guys, is moving into territory we haven't seen in a while. The reason, it's pretty obvious: continued rising interest rates, which is right now causing all kinds of havoc in our new build communities.
The thing is everybody's afraid. They're like, hey, but when I wrote this house, my payment was $2,000. But now that I'm ready to close, you're telling me my mortgage is $3,000. And so they're like, that's an extra $1,000 that I wasn't counting on, so we can't move forward.
I know that feeling. Right now, we have a client family in the process of canceling their contract on their home under construction in New Braunfels in favor of a move-in ready home.
They're going to approve it. That's not an issue. I just was saying they're starting to freak out because we're sending in so many cancels citywide. There's neighborhoods, there's divisions right now that are seeing 40% cancellation.
40%? Man, guys, that is a head shaker compared to where we were at the end of 2021 and really the beginning of 2022. Here's another rattling head shaker. A builder sent me this text saying, hey, Rod, we've got 100 homes for sale if you have any buyers. All this means is that the number of available homes for sale in the New Braunfels area is growing. I spoke with the city of New Braunfels. Permit requests for new build communities are down 20 to 30% since October 2021. And here's something new, guys: appraisals are starting to come back low.
For 3 years, I never had an appraisal issue. However, I did have my first one. And as soon as it hit, we took the hit and just we're closing on it next week.
Did it come in lower?
It came in lower.
A lot lower?
For the market, I think it's a fair price.
Yeah.
The buyer was just ecstatic. She's just, doing cartwheels. She's excited.
Appraisal shortages, new builds falling out of contract, and more homes on the market in the New Braunfels area. Guys, that is code for let's make a deal. Some builders in the New Braunfels area are kind of hitting the panic button right now because their trades are catching up and finishing homes, but those homes almost finished or finished are just sitting on the market. They're just sitting. So now some builders are inviting more investors to come in. Listen to this.
You guys have sold 76 homes to investors, or one investor?
There's a couple, I believe.
Okay.
We don't know for sure. I know that they did announce the 38, but the other ones, they're already under contract on the computer. So we're seeing that, ourselves.
And we know at least one of these communities is an entire community. So an investor came in and bought the entire community.
Correct.
Why do you think this is happening? Just because builders are saying, we'll take what we can get?
It's a corporate. It's investors. They have to answer to people that the stock market, whatever. They have to get the sales, so they're going to get them however they can.
Now, I do not advocate builders selling big chunks of properties to investors. Why? Because it just takes all of those homes off the market for a long time, which creates low inventory, which creates, as we've seen the last couple of years, rising home prices. But I do understand from a business perspective that builders who are carrying notes on these homes need to sell these homes sooner than later. And the builder's sense of urgency is creating all kinds of opportunities for investors or traditional buyers who are now more focused more than ever on the monthly payment versus the price of the house.
The best thing to do is come from a monthly payment standpoint. Like, hey, this is what I can afford, and we'll try to see if we can find a way to get it there.
I've done like 3 or 4 homes where I negotiated everything, so they're open and they have the margins to do it. So if you need a buyer who needs to be, we're the lowest price point, lowest tax rate, so, bring them over.
So what do you guys think about what you're hearing? Negotiation, incentives, let's make a deal. Does it at least crack that door open a little bit more for you to maybe reconsider moving to the New Braunfels area? or investing in the New Braunfels area in 2022 this year? Or are you thinking more, you're gonna wait and maybe consider in 2023? Whatever the case, whether it's this year or next year, if you plan on moving to the New Braunfels area, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You guys know the drill. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.